Hey everyone, it's Jenny freaking Kim. In today's video, we're diving into the top 25 female K-pop idols of 2025 so far. Can you believe we're already a quarter into the year? Time is flying, and we've been spoiled with an insane amount of releases. Honestly, 2025 is shaping up to be the year of the soloists, which makes ranking these idols on an individual level even more exciting. I've gone through all the comebacks, performances, and standout moments so far, and handpicked the idols who, in my opinion, have been the most impressive this year. Now, just to be clear, this ranking is based entirely on my personal opinion. I'm looking at things like growth, consistency, future potential, and overall impact in 2025. This isn't about their entire career, just what they've brought to the table so far this year. With that said, let's jump right into the list. Kicking things off at number 25, we have Kia, the maknae of rookie group Kiki. I feel like Kia is one of the more underrated members of the group, but she's definitely making a name for herself. Her debut performance in I Do Me was solid, but what really caught my attention was her performance in BTG. Even though she's not officially a rapper, she absolutely owned that track. Her delivery, tone, and presence were all very impressive. But it's not just her rap skills, her stage presence is just as strong. She brings so much energy to her performances while keeping her vocals stable and nailing the choreography. And let's not forget, she's only 14. With the amount of potential she's already showing, I wouldn't be surprised if she becomes one of the standout idols of the fifth generation. Coming in at number 24, we have none other than NMIXX's leader, Haewon. Now don't get me wrong, Haewon is easily one of the strongest leaders in the industry, and I'd even go as far as to call her the ace of NMIXX. But with their latest comeback, FE 304 Forward, I feel like she didn't shine as much as some of the other members. Not because she underperformed, far from it, but the spotlight just wasn't on her as much this time around. That said, she still had her standout moments, especially in the B-sides like High Horse and Ocean, where she really got to showcase her gorgeous vocals. Especially live on stage, she exudes the aura of an all-rounder idol. And let's be real, Haewon is someone who consistently delivers strong performances. There's no doubt in my mind that her potential will only continue to grow from here. At number 23, we have Lily from NMIXX. I think Lily fared a bit better with this comeback, especially since FE 304 Forward really put the group's vocal talents on full display. But even in a group as vocally stacked as NMIXX, Lily's voice stood out the most to me. That says a lot considering how talented every member is. Like Haewon, I'd say she truly shined in the B-sides, delivering a vocal masterclass in songs like Ocean and Papillon. Her vocal ability is easily among the best in the fourth generation, and I have no doubt she'll continue to impress for years to come. As for her stage performances, she moves so effortlessly, she's confident, fluid, and constantly improving. Her stage presence keeps getting stronger with every comeback, and when it comes to live vocals, she's always top tier. Now coming in at number 22, we have Lisol from rookie group Kiki. I feel like Lisol is one of the more underrated members, but what really caught my attention was her confidence on stage. While most of the group took on a softer tone in I Do Me, Lisol stood out with her powerful vocal delivery, which makes her feel unique among her peers. Maybe it's just me, but something about her, whether it's her tone or the way she raps on stage, reminds me a bit of Yuki from G-Idol. She has that same charismatic energy that draws you in. Not only that, but I feel like this was also emphasized in her live performance for BTG. Lisol definitely has the potential to become a standout idol in the fifth generation, but we'll have to wait and see how she evolves with Kiki's next comeback, and I have a feeling she's only getting started. Sliding into number 21, we have Ian from the rookie group, Hearts to Hearts. As one of the younger members of the group, Ian feels like the perfect fit for their concept. It's almost like it was made for her. She has this natural charm that makes her stand out, bringing a bubbly, youthful energy that perfectly embodies what Hearts to Hearts is all about. When performing the chase live, she absolutely owns the center role. Her confidence shines through, and she delivers a performance that's stable across the board: vocals, dance, and stage presence. She's off to an incredibly strong start, and if she keeps up this momentum, I have no doubt she'll be a force to watch in future comebacks. Moving on to number 20, we have Carmen, the big sister of Hearts to Hearts. Carmen has already made history as the first Indonesian idol to debut under SM Entertainment, which is an incredible achievement on its own. But beyond that, I'd argue she's already one of the most well-rounded members in the group. Her vocals stand out, her stage presence is strong, and there's a natural enthusiasm in her performances that makes her so engaging to watch. What I also love is how quickly she's built a strong bond with her members. You can really see it on stage. There's this effortless chemistry that makes their performances even more enjoyable. I have a really good feeling about Carmen's future. She has all the foundational elements to become a future ace and a leading fifth-generation idol. Now, it's just a matter of time before she fully embraces that role. Coming in at number 19, I've chosen Xiun from Stay C. I'll be honest, I'm still fairly new to Stay C, but when I saw they were making a comeback with S, I knew I had to check it out. And I was totally blown away. Xiun completely dominated the entire performance for Bebe. Her choreography and vocals were so fluid, and her confidence on stage was undeniable. What really sealed the deal for me was her rap execution. It was the perfect cherry on top. Plus, the high fashion aesthetic of Bebe suits her so well, making her look effortlessly chic. Since this was my first real introduction to her, I can't speak much on her past performances. But based on what I've seen so far, she carries herself with the presence of a veteran idol. I was so impressed that I've officially become a huge fan. Now, I can't wait for Stay C's next comeback, and in the meantime, I'll be diving into all their previous releases. Now, let's keep it rolling with number 18. We have Jiwoo, the leader of Hearts to Hearts. In my opinion, Jiwoo and Carmen are the clear frontrunners of the group. They've both been dominating since day one. But if I had to give a slight edge to one, it would be Jiwoo. Her stage presence is incredibly powerful, and she carries herself with the confidence and aura of a veteran idol. What sets her apart is her maturity on stage. There's a cool, effortless vibe to her performances that makes her stand out even more. You can tell she's completely in control, and that kind of poise is rare for a rookie. Even though Hearts to Hearts just debuted, Jiwoo is already proving herself as a well-rounded standout idol. With her skills across the board, she has everything it takes to become one of the leading idols of the fifth generation. It's only a matter of time. Moving forward with number 17, I have selected Liz from IVE. Liz has always been one of the standout members of IVE for me. As the group's main vocalist, she consistently delivers strong performances, and I think her empathy era has really shown how much she's grown as an idol. She's definitely become a formidable presence within the fourth generation. Some of her standout songs, in my opinion, are You Wanna Cry and Thank You, where she truly showcased her stunning vocals. She deserves a lot more credit for the work she's put into these tracks. They really highlight her vocal ability. When it comes to her stage performances, Liz is doing really well. Her live vocals are always top tier, and her elegance fits perfectly with the group's style. You can tell she's completely comfortable on stage, exuding confidence and enthusiasm with every performance. However, I still think her stage presence is nowhere near Wonyoung or Yoojin's. Now, let's talk about number 16, where I have chosen the leader of Le Sserafim, Chaewon. I'd argue that Chaewon is one of the most dominant fourth-generation leaders out there. She's the type of idol you can always count on to bring a powerful performance. Last year, though, I feel like she took a slight step back. But this year, Chaewon is absolutely making a resurgence. Across every song on their mini-album Hot, I think she really shined. Her stage presence has always been one of the strongest in the industry, and this year, she's stepping it up even more. Her choreography is elite, and her live vocals sound even more polished. It's clear she's putting in the work, and I'm so happy to see this fresh start for her. Chaewon is definitely still among the top fourth-generation idols. She's consistent, and she continues to elevate her game. That said, I do think her position as the center is a bit less prominent this year, with Yeonjun and even Kazuha kind of stepping into that spot. But still, Chaewon is absolutely killing it, and I'm excited to see where she goes from here. Moving right along with number 15, I've chosen none other than Lisa from Blackpink. I have to admit, I'm feeling a bit mixed about Lisa this year. While her Alter Ego album had a lot of anticipation, I don't think it quite lived up to the hype, at least not for me. Fuck Up the World was by far the standout track, easily surpassing the rest of the songs on the release. That's not to say it was a bad album, far from it. but some of the other tracks just didn't leave the same impact. That said, I did really enjoy Dream, Born Again, and Chill. Those tracks were solid and showed a different side of her music. About her live performances, however, her appearance at the Oscars was cool, but aside from that, it felt like she was more focused on promotions rather than showcasing and performing her music. It was a bit disappointing not to see her on stages like Music Bank promoting her songs like the rest of her members, though I do get that tracks like Fuck Up the World might be way too explicit. All in all, while Alter Ego didn't meet all expectations, I still think Lisa is doing fine. However, I'm hoping for a strong resurgence with her next Blackpink comeback, but as always, only time will tell. Coming along at number 14, I've chosen Ham from Kiki. Out of all the members, I think Ham has proven to be the most versatile so far. I was already impressed by her live performance for I Do Me, but her performance on BTG completely blew me away. In my opinion, Ham is on the path to becoming an ace. She has solid vocals, strong rapping skills, and what really stands out is the duality in her aura. 1 minute she's singing in a soft, almost ethereal tone, and the next, she's commanding attention with powerful rap delivery. On top of that, she excels in dancing, which just adds another layer to her already impressive skill set. Ham really seems to have it all, and I have no doubt that she's on the fast track to becoming one of the top 5th-generation idols. The recipe for success is clearly there, and I'm excited to see where she goes next. Now let's move over to number 13, where I've chosen Seolyoon from NMIXX. Seolyoon has been really strong throughout the entire FE 304 trilogy, but this comeback has definitely been her best yet. I love how she's finally getting more of the spotlight and absolutely delivering a phenomenal performance from start to finish. Her confidence on stage has clearly improved, and her stage presence is shining brighter than ever. She's absolutely meeting the bar in all categories: vocals, dance, and charisma. And I would argue she's developing into a formidable idol of the 4th generation. I feel really good about her future in the industry. With the way she's growing, it's only up from here, and I'm excited to see her continue to flourish in future comebacks. Let's talk about number 12, where I've chosen Kazuha from Les Sserafim. Similar to Seolyoon, Kazuha has really come into the spotlight with this comeback, and I think she's absolutely thriving. I think she's always been a pillar of Les Sserafim, and has always excelled in choreography. She's fully stepped into the center position and is completely dominating. Her performances of Hot and Come Over were standout moments, and I'd argue she's on the path to becoming an all-rounder idol. The groovy style of this comeback suits her perfectly. It's like it was made for her, and she's pulling it off flawlessly. This really feels like her era, and I'm excited to see how she continues to carry this momentum throughout the rest of the year. Coming in at number 11 is none other than the leader of IVE, Yoojin. I would argue that Yoojin is one of the most well-rounded idols in the entire industry. She's a powerhouse within IVE's roster, capable of doing it all: dancing, rapping, and her singing is on another level. But above all of that, her stage presence is truly dominating, and that's just the cherry on top. Yoojin is one of those rare idols you can always count on to bring a jaw-dropping performance, and she definitely did that with her most recent comeback with Empathy. Would I say this is her era? Absolutely. But honestly, looking back, it feels like every comeback is her era. She's off to a very strong start this year, and I don't see her slowing down anytime soon. Moving on to number 10, I've selected Jiwoo from NMIXX. Similar to Seolyoon, I think the FE 304 trilogy has been incredibly strong for Jiwoo. In particular, her performances in Stick Out and Forward really highlight how much her confidence has grown. She's developed this aura of an ace, something that wasn't as present before. She used to be a bit more reserved, but now she's fully embraced the stage, performing with so much more energy and presence. I think Jiwoo is really flourishing with the rapping and hip-hop style that NMIXX has been focusing on lately. She's also getting a lot more spotlight this time around, which is the perfect opportunity to showcase her all-around talents. Over the past year or so, Jiwoo has really grown as an idol, and I'd even argue that she's one of the most underrated idols in the entire industry. She's got fluid choreography, powerful rapping, and strong vocals. Her stage presence has also improved significantly, and I'm hopeful she keeps this momentum going through 2025. Moving forward with number 9, I've chosen Wonyoung from IVE. Wonyoung is off to a strong year, and you can really see it in how much healthier and more radiant she looks on stage. Her enthusiasm and confidence are truly lighting up every performance. Her elegance fits perfectly with the vibe of Empathy, and I believe she's already firmly established herself as one of the greats of the fourth generation. But now, it feels like she's on the path to becoming an ace, as she checks all the boxes for it. Her live performances this year have showcased top-tier choreography, vocals, and her stage presence is still unmatched. One thing I really appreciate that the group has done is incorporating her signature move into the choreography of Attitude, which was a really cool touch. At this point, I'd go as far as to say that Wonyoung is already a legendary idol. And as she enters her 5th year with IVE, I'm excited to see her carry this momentum throughout the remainder of the year. Moving right along, let's talk about number 8, where I've chosen Ray from IVE. Ray has gradually developed into a standout member of IVE, and with each comeback, she's becoming an even more formidable idol. But honestly, Empathy really feels like her era. She's had a major influence on IVE's choreography, especially with the incorporation of her signature moves from her popular TikTok videos. On top of that, her stage presence has reached new heights this year, and her enthusiasm on stage always brightens the atmosphere. It's honestly so nice to see her flourishing. Ray's growth as an idol has been incredible, and I think she's absolutely thriving now as one of the top idols of the fourth generation. I'd even argue that she's getting closer to reaching the level of an ace. Her rapping skills are quite impressive, and I love how her elegance as an idol complements IVE's style in every comeback. She still has a bit of a journey ahead to become a legendary idol, but I think she's now laying the foundations for that. 2025 is definitely her year, and I'm excited to see her carry this momentum throughout the rest of it. Now at number 7, we have Seulgi from Red Velvet. Seulgi is definitely one of the more powerful soloists out there, and I truly believe she thrives on the solo stage. This year, she released her 2nd album, and I think she absolutely nailed it. Her first album had a darker vibe, but this time she embraced more of an early 2000 pop style, which suits her perfectly. The variety in the songs was a nice touch, and it really showcases her versatility. From the rapping in Whatever to the laid-back vibes of Praying, Seulgi proves time and again that she's a true all-rounder idol. Her live performances, particularly of Baby Not Baby, are a testament to her confidence. Even though she's a 3rd-gen idol, she still brings so much power to the stage. Her live stage presence is captivating, and her vocal and rapping skills are some of the best within the 3rd generation. It's incredible to see Seulgi still dominating, even after a decade in the industry. I have no doubt she'll continue to do so for years to come. She's long proven herself as a legendary idol, but this era only solidifies her status as a standout soloist. Now at number 6, I have chosen Yoonjin from Les Sserafim. Since her easy comeback, Yoonjin has truly stood out as a key member of the group. She's become more dominant and consistent across all categories, and at times, it really feels like she's giving off the aura of a leader. Not to take anything away from Chaewon, but Yoonjin's presence has definitely grown stronger than ever before. Her performances for Hot were powerful, and the groovy vibe of this comeback suits her perfectly. Honestly, I'd say Yoonjin is totally thriving right now. This really feels like her era. Her stage presence has multiplied tenfold, and I'd go as far as calling her one of the most well-rounded idols of the fourth generation. She's proven herself as an ace, and I truly believe Yoonjin is on a clear path toward becoming a legendary idol. Let's not forget, she's also a talented soloist. She was one of the first this year to release solo music, and her song Jellyfish is easily my favorite track from her. I think she deserves more credit for her solo work. It's fantastic. There's still so much more to come from Yoonjin, and I have no doubt she will continue to deliver elite performances for years to come, both as a soloist and a member of Les Sserafim. Moving right along to number 5, I have chosen Blackpink's big sister, Jisoo. This year, Jisoo returns with her second solo release, Amortage, and while the variety is smaller compared to other releases, it's undoubtedly more consistent and polished. Not only that, but Jisoo is absolutely shining on her fan tour, delivering some truly strong performances. She has such an elegant vibe, and her aura is truly glowing with this comeback, proving herself further as a powerful soloist. While her solo discography may be limited, Jisoo certainly focuses on quality over quantity, which I really admire. Her on-stage performances are equally as strong. While she may not have the explosive energy of some modern idols, she brings an elegance and refined presence that she's truly mastered in this era. I'd say Jisoo is in her most powerful form yet, and I'm excited to see what she brings for Blackpink's comeback later this year. Coming in at number 4, I have chosen none other than the leader of ITZY, Yeji. In my opinion, Yeji is one of the most skilled and polished raw talents in all of the fourth generation. She has always led ITZY in a powerful way, but this year, we got to witness her full potential with her solo release, Air. This release totally blew me away. Yeji kicked off 2025 with a bang, delivering not only a top-to-bottom polished mini-album, but also outstanding live performances. What really stands out to me is her stage presence and the immense support she receives from her fans. Though Yeji is still fairly new to the solo stage, having released her solo track Crown on My Head last year as part of ITZY's Born to Be album, she already looks incredibly comfortable performing solo. This speaks volumes about her confidence as an idol. Her aura is on another level this year, and she is undoubtedly in her prime. Yeji has been in the industry for 5 years, but I feel like she's just getting started. Without a doubt, she's one of those idols you can always rely on to deliver a standout performance. I would even argue that she has already cemented herself as a legendary idol and no longer has anything left to prove. Now let's get into the top 3. At number 3, I have selected the maknae of NMIXX, Kyujin. Kyujin has been steadily rising since her debut, but now she's absolutely thriving like never before. This truly feels like her era, and I think it's safe to call her a total ace. I would even compare her to the likes of Haewon and Lily in terms of overall talent. With the release of FE304 Forward, Kyujin is firing on all cylinders, and she showcases some of the best stage presence I've seen in a while. What stands out most is her confidence, which gives her an aura that almost feels untouchable. This comeback, in particular, has put her on track to become an elite idol, not just within the fourth generation, but within the entire K-pop industry. Kyujin truly feels like the center of attention with every performance, and it's clear that 2025 is her year. Without a doubt, Kyujin has a bright future ahead and has already built a solid foundation to become a legendary idol. Coming in at number 2, I have chosen (G)I-DLE's Minnie. Minnie was one of the first idols to release music this year, and honestly, I think 2025 is truly her year. Her solo album completely caught me by surprise, and I'm convinced she's here to make a major impact. Her soloist aura is truly in a league of its own. From top to bottom, her album is full of variety and includes some absolute gems that deserve to be in the conversation for a daesang. Her on-stage performances have been among my favorites this year, as she showcased her all-rounder talents in the most captivating way. I'm really loving how confident she is performing alone on stage. She's clearly built for this, and she went all out for this comeback. One thing I really admire about Minnie is her duality in concepts and styles. She gave us a dark and chill vibe with Blind Eyes Red, and then a bright, bubbly vibe with the title track, Her. And finally, at number 1, I have chosen none other than Jennie from Blackpink. I can confidently say that 2025 is Jennie's year, and I'm not just saying that because she's my ultimate bias. Her solo album Ruby is flawless, and I would argue that it's an absolute masterpiece. While it's clear that Jennie's main focus is showcasing her impressive rapping skills, she does so in a way that spans multiple styles across the album. My personal favorites are Soul City, Damn Right, and Filter. Not to mention, the album features collaborations with some big names in the music industry. Jennie clearly took the time to perfect her album. Originally planned for release last year, it was delayed until March, and I truly commend her for that. Ruby presents us with explosive tracks as well as softer, more heartfelt moments, showing off her versatility and cementing her place as an all-around ace. On top of that, Jennie had her first global solo tour, which was an enormous success and even attracted several K-pop legends and celebrities. Witnessing her live performances must have been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Her stage presence is on a generational scale. Her confidence never faltered, and she thrived throughout her performances. It's clear that Jennie is in her prime right now. I would argue that Jennie is in the lead for a D-sung, and she's so deserving of one. This era of Jennie has made me fully confident that she's just getting started, and her next Blackpink comeback will undoubtedly be legendary. And there you have it, the top 25 female K-pop idols of 2025 so far. We still have a long way to go, but we've already been blessed with tons of amazing releases this year, especially from soloists. I think this is the perfect chance for idols to truly showcase their full potential. I wouldn't be surprised if part 2 of this video looks completely different by the end of the year, as many other groups and idols have comebacks planned. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you did, please drop a like and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Also, feel free to comment your thoughts. Different perspectives are always welcome. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.